yarn is called Monet. Pretty cool. You want to start with another loop on your hook like this. So pretty much just chain 4. You want to take it and you want to go into that first loop right there. Bring it over. Pull it through both. And then just pull it and tighten. It's going to make a circle loop. Focus. See the circle? Make sure you go in that circle, not in one of those other stitches that you have. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to grab this, pull up on this a little bit longer than you normally would, like enough to maybe your finger size. Grab this. Take that stupid tail out of the way. Not that loop. The big loop inside. So you want to hold these with your fingers so that they stay about up high. You want to go into that loop. Come over. Grab that. Pull it through. And you want to go up high. See how high it is? It's like the distance of your finger maybe in there. Maybe you could fit a pinky in there if you wanted to, depending upon how big you want it to be. Get that tail out of there. That's 1 right there. So you're gonna have that 1. You're gonna do 5 total in that same one. So come over the top with your yarn again. Go in. Grab it from behind. Pull it up. Sometimes it feels like it doesn't want to pull, so just pull as tight as you can and make sure that it's kind of straight. Go over again into the same loop. Make sure that you do 5. If you have to go back and count, 2 count for 1 stitch in the beginning, and then there's 1 single one to the side. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let me look at it. 1, 2, 3. And your starting stitch. So you got 1 more to do. So go over and sorry, it's just kind of hard to do it. I'm looking through the camera while I do it. So once you have 5, pull it up tight, go over with the yarn, tuck your hook down so that you don't get tangled on anything, and pull it through all of them. Grab it again and pull it through that loop, and you want to do 1 more chain. Hold on. So hold that with your fingers. Don't do it too tight, but do it tight enough so that it's not loose. And then pull 1 more chain. Don't forget this top chain right here at the end of every single one of these that you do going around, because otherwise you won't have this big space in the center right here that you need to put your second ones into. You need to put 2 into this on the next round. So you're going to do 8 of these. I'm going to do another one and then I'm going to pause it for you. So you could move that tail out of the way, pull your yarn out, do another one. So pull this up some, not all the way, grab this, and then go back into the same hole. Make sure you grab your yarn that you're working with, not that stupid tail. Pull it all the way up till it's level and do it again. That's 1, 2, 3, that's 4. It's okay if you tuck that thing in somewhere because it's just going to fall down low, that tail. And then 1 more. And then you want to grab this, pull it all the way through both. Hold it good enough with your fingers. pull through it one, and then one more chain. Now you see you have two. So every single one, you want to do that. You want to do 8 total of these. Do not forget to count them. Do not forget to do 8. I forgot, and I didn't realize till I got to the end, and it was all jacked up. As you're going, you want to pull these a little tight to make room for your last one. I'm going to do the rest of these, and I'm going to come back. So if you need to, just pause it here if you remember the steps. If not, just rewind and keep doing it. And you'll get 8 in the end when you watch this all the way up. And then you can carry on, okay? So for video purposes, I'm going to use this other one that I was working on, and I'm going to show you how to close them up. So now you have 8. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you notice that it has made a little space in each. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be your 8th space. So you're gonna put your hook in. You're just gonna do a slip stitch, but the tricky part is you have to do it into the 3rd stitch here. So this purple stitch right there being the first chain that you made before. See it? It loops around the white. Then there's a second white stitch here. Then there's a 3rd stitch there that's kind of tight. You see the 3rd, 1 loop, 2 loops, 3rd loop. We're going to go into this 3rd loop right here. It's important because it lines it up right. Sometimes if you can't get into it, you have to finagle it to make it work. So So once you get into that stitch, you don't want to do anything more than that. You just want to pull that tight. If you want to change your color, now is where you do it. You just loop over your yarn and you pull it through for 1 chain. You pull that tight down and then you work with the new color like this. Okay, so you should see that your slip stitch is in the stitch right before this hole right here. If your stitch is not going underneath that little stitch right there, if it's in this hole, go back and do it again and make it in that little one. So now you're going to do more puff stitches. You're going to do 2 in each hole. So you're going to do a chain 1 to get to the next height. Right there. That would be a chain 1. If you added a new color, you would be done with your chain 1. So you're going to pull this up to a height you want to be. You're going to grab that over and you're going to do 5 in this hole. 1. Don't worry if it looks like it's pulling, because it'll all pull back in later. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now you're going to pull through, tighten, chain 1. You're going to do another one in the same hole. Don't pull up as high on that loop because it's already up high, and then go in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember to tuck that hook down. See, I didn't tuck it down early enough. And it'll pull through everything. Seal it. Seal it. I didn't chain 1 yet, so seal it right there. You got 2. So I'm going to do 1 more. You're going to make sure you do that chain 1. Creates that space. Tighten this up. Okay. We're going to go into the next space. Loose. Don't forget to pull up and do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck down. Pull through. Tighten it. Pull through again. So you got another one. You're going to do another one in here. You're going to end up with 16 of these. Make sure you count them in the end. Whoa. 1. 2. So now you got 2 in each. You've got to chain 1 in the middle of every single space right now. You're going to keep going like this all the way around until you get 16 of these. I'll meet you on this end. Don't close it up. So pretty much you're at the end of the row. You just did the 2 in the last space right next to this one. Don't forget to do your chain 1 at the end. Okay? Then you're going to look for this, see my green one right there? It's not this one first one, it's this one right here. So you're going to go in there, grab it, and pull through. Again, like on the last row, you don't want to be in that loop. You want to be in the thing before that loop, right there. So that's going to be it for the color. If you have a scissors, I usually just burn it because that way it doesn't fray on both ends. Now, I want to pull it super tight right here, and then pull this loop down tight. Then you're going to take one and you're going to tuck it. Pull it. So after this, you're going to pull it out. Count your loops. Start here. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Perfect. Until you can get a perfect circle, you shouldn't try to go on anymore. May take a couple of tries. If you notice that it's messed up when you go back and count, just pull it out, because otherwise that's not going to work out for you. So this is what my first one looks like. My second one, I'm going to go ahead and finish, and I'll show you what that one looks like. You could tell the yarn consistency is different. This feels fuzzy. This feels like a cotton t-shirt or a denim jeans, kind of, weirdly enough. So that's the end of this one. Got to pick a color to do the outside. I'm going to pause it, do the other one, and then I'm going to send you the video. Okay? Front and back still look the same. So here's the other one. It was made with this yarn. This one was. This one was made with the other yarn. You can tell the difference in the two. I really kind of like the feel of the t-shirt feeling one. I like how the pattern kind of stays and changes. It's really friggin' cool. This one's farther apart, variegated than the other one, so. In the end, I'll teach you how to sew those in so you don't see them. But that's the rest of this video, so rewind as many times as you can. In my opinion, I would make like 4 circles. You at least need 2, because my last video will show you how to stitch the 2 squares together once you make this into a square with the next video. Okay? Love you.